Hello everyone, I am Dr. Anjali Bodade Chaudhary from the Department of Chemistry, Shri Shivaji Science College, Amravati, here before you to explain Unit 1 of Research Methodology paper, that is Introduction to Research. But before that, we would like to have a glance at the syllabus of PhD coursework which is being framed by our university. As per the notification released by Santa Gadge Baba University, Amravati University on 3rd December 2018, PhD coursework paper consists of Module 1 Research Methodology, Module 2 ICT Skills, Module 3 Recent Trends in the Subject, Module 4 Review of Literature, and Module 5 Seminar for all faculties. You can just take a glance at the syllabus which is being framed for the first module, that is research methodology. It consists of 80 marks theory which will be conducted by our university, and internal assessment will have 20 marks. You can just go through the syllabus, or you can take a screenshot if you are not having the syllabus with you. Now let us begin. What are the contents which I'll be covering? That is definition of research, characteristics of research, types of research, overview of the research methodology in various areas, introduction to problem solving basic research terminologies such as proof, hypothesis, lemma, etc., role of information and communication technology in research. Why research is important? Why do we conduct research? The very basic question is, why do we need to do research? Research allows you to pursue your interest, to learn something new, to hone your problem solving skills, to challenge yourself in new ways. Working on a faculty initiated research project gives you the opportunity to work closely with a mentor, a faculty member, and other experienced researcher. Why should you consider getting involved in the research and creative scholarship? Gain hands-on experience completing a research and creative project. Work closely with a faculty member and have the opportunity to connect with other faculty and other students researchers who work in your area of interest. Earn academic credit, scholarships, stipend, and other awards for having conducted research. Hone your leadership and teamwork skills as you collaborate with others. Gain academic credentials that will help create a well-rounded resume, publishing your work and working with a research team. Learn valuable life skills for life and class such as professionalism, time management, learning how to use online research tools. Learn to effectively communicate your ideas and how to analyze and critique the work of others. Assisting in research gives you hands-on experience in your field. You gain a deeper understanding of the scientific process, develop research questions, and form the hypothesis. You learn what it's like to work in a lab and learn about the planning of experiment, writing grants, and the report findings. You can get paid, sometimes as an employee or sometimes as a scholarship. You can publish your work. If you help a faculty member, they will mention your work or you. An excellent opportunity to develop relationship with faculty members who work in your area of interest, make connections with other students working on research. You will build a strong working relationship faculty mentor and be able to ask for a letter of recommendation. An opportunity to hone your leadership and teamwork skills as you collaborate with others. opportunity to discover new knowledge and expand about what you already know. Create a well-rounded resume. You will show hands-on experience. You know how to produce results. You should try to take advantage of every opportunity to make the most of your college experience. Engaging projects, whether it is in laboratory, a library, a music, art studio, or elsewhere, is a good way of developing talents and abilities. Finding out the kind of work you are good at and preparing for graduate students or care such projects often leads to presentation at professional conferences, which can be a great asset, scholarships, or even jobs. Every field of study has its own research problems and methods. As a researcher, you seek answers to the questions of great interest to you. Your research problems could be aesthetic, social, political, scientific, and technical. What is it like to do research? The research experience varies greatly. You might work alone or in a large team. You could conduct your work in a library, a museum, laboratory, or a community. These are the objectives of research. Now you have, what is research? The word research is derived from the French word recherche, which means to go back and search closely. Thus, the literal meaning of research is to go back and search closely. Research is a systematic inquiry process that includes data collecting, documentation of information, analysis, interpretation of the data and information in accordance with the appropriate procedures established by particular academic and professional disciples. It's the careful and detailed study or investigation regarding a particular subject using scientific methods. Simply, research is the process of seeking out knowledge in a systematic way. The purpose of research is to conduct a study based on collected and analyzed data. It shows or describes the real cause behind a particular issue or concern. Now let's see characteristics of good research. The characteristics of a good research are as follows. Sound research questions. A good research is based on sound research questions. An excellent research question clearly states the objectives of the study and limits its scope. Researchers may make sure that they stay on track during their study by developing a solid research question. Most of the time, the research question affects all of the other actions a researcher does when doing their study. A good research question should be feasible, interesting, novel, ethical, and relevant to be effective. A sound research question disciplines a good research. Second, follows a systematic research methodology. The quality and success of research study largely depends on the method of research it uses. An appropriate research method helps researcher to collect relevant data and apply appropriate data analysis methods. There are mainly three types of research methodology. They are qualitative research methodology, quantitative research methodology, and mixed research methodology. Depending upon the research questions and objectives, the researcher must choose the best methodology for the research study. Third characteristics, uses relevant empirical data and proper data analysis methods. A good research deals with the empirical data which is collected through observation, experimentation, or experience. Empirical data is considered to be objective and unbiased and is a good foundation for good research. However, collecting empirical data is not enough for good research. It must be analyzed properly by using proper methods. Quantitative data can be analyzed using descriptive statistics, whereas qualitative data can be analyzed through identifying and interpreting the patterns in textual data. Next, guided by logic. A good research is guided by logic. Using logic in the research can assist researchers in deciding what kind of data they require to address their study issue. Researchers can identify mistakes and contradictions in their claim and conclusions by following logic throughout the study process. The use of logical reasoning in the research can make the research more meaningful and trustable. Fifth, you have external validity. One of the characteristics of a good research is that it has an external validity, which means the findings of the research can be applied in the real world. If the findings of a research can be generalized to other situations or used in a broader context, the research has high external validity, and this is the main aim of scientific research. Next, sixth one, replicable, reproducible, and transparent. A good research is replicable because it allows other researchers to test the findings of the study and use it in their research as well. Similarly, a good research is also reproducible, which means the researcher can get consistent result using the same data and analysis method. This increases overall validity and trustworthiness of the research. For a research to be replicable and reproducible, it must be transparent, which means it should be available to other researchers as well. Seventh, identifies its limits and makes recommendation for additional study. A solid study also provides information on data collection and analysis techniques and paves the way for additional study on the subject. Along with the study's findings and conclusions, researchers must discuss the study constraints and potential weaknesses of the research. This provides guidance for the other researcher to make their study better and credible. Last, you have the eighth. A good research is carried out by following research ethics. Ethical research work assists in safeguarding the rights and dignity of study subject. A good research also ensures that researcher upholds principles like impartiality, honesty, integrity, and accountability in their work. Next. Thank you.